Chapter 3. What do plants need to survive? We know that some plants, like ferns, have been on Earth for millions of years. Other plants that once existed are now extinct. Plants become extinct as their habitats change. For example, if the temperature in a region changes, some plants may not be able to adapt to the new environment. Sometimes a species will die out because another species will deprive it of the light it needs to survive. Math matters. It is estimated that nearly 1,000 species of vascular plants have become extinct in the past 100 years. Many more are considered endangered. These are just a few. American Heart's tongue fern, dwarf lake iris, eastern prairie fringed orchid, Fawcett's locoweed, Houghton's goldenrod, Michigan monkeyflower, northern wild monkshood, Pitcher's thistle, prairie bush clover, iris, daisy. Plant extinction is hard to prove. Plants can exist for years as dormant or sleeping seeds. When conditions are right, they may grow again. Plants once believed to be extinct have turned up years later in isolated locations. Plants have also developed ways to protect themselves. Some plants are poisonous, so animals and insects don't eat them. Other plants have sharp thorns that help keep hungry animals away. Some plants, like rose bushes, have sharp thorns to protect them. Other dangers. Bad weather, high winds, heavy rain, floods, and drought can damage and destroy plants. Plants have adaptations to these conditions. Some plants make seeds that are waterproof. Other plants have extensive root systems to search for water. Some plants use high heat from the sun or a fire to release their seeds. Some plants can grow in snow and cold or underwater. The wide root systems of trees help them find water needed for survival. Humans are among the biggest threats to plant survival. A careless person who drops a match in a forest can start a fire that destroys thousands of plants. As human population grows, more land is cleared to build cities, roads, and houses. Many trees and other plants are destroyed. Humans have relied on plants for thousands of years. Plants provide food. People use trees to build houses. Plants also provide fibers that people use to make clothing. Many medicines are made from plants. Careers. Herbalist. An herbalist is someone who heals people using only natural medicines made from plants. Some herbalists treat humans and animals. Horehound herb. Horehound is named for Horus, the Egyptian god of sky and light. Horehound was used to treat fevers and snake bites. Comfrey. Comfrey helps speed up the natural replacement of body cells. People apply comfrey to promote healing in damaged or injured tissues. Red rosehip. Rosehip is high in vitamin C and is often used to make tea. Ginger. Ginger root is used to treat nausea caused by motion sickness and other illnesses. Chives. The Chinese used chives medicinally as long as 3,000 years ago. The Romans believed chives could relieve the pain from sunburn or a sore throat. Science and plants. Newer classification systems using genetic connections help to fill in the blanks about the origins of plants, their habitats, and how they respond and adapt to changes in the environment. Genetic systems of classification are being used more and more. Genetic classification systems use a plant's deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA. Genetic information helps us to trace the way a species of plant has developed over time. All organisms have specific DNA patterns. DNA is found in the nucleus of the cell. DNA contains all the information about a plant and its ancestors. The genetic information is passed from one generation to the next. Everyday science. The DNA molecule is a long chain of genetic material that looks like a ladder. The two strands of the double helix are anti-parallel, which means that they run in opposite directions. The sugar phosphate backbones are on the outside of the helix, and the bases are on the inside. The backbones are like the beams of a ladder. The bases in the middle form the rungs of the ladder. Each rung is composed of two base pairs. Conclusion. We see plants, or things made from plants, just about everywhere. What did you have to eat today? Part of it was probably from a plant. Plants have been on Earth for billions of years. There are billions of plants on Earth. Scientists believe there are many more waiting to be discovered. Many plants have already become extinct. Many others are endangered. We depend on plants for our survival. Plants, animals, and people live together in a delicate balance. As long as plants continue to thrive, people will thrive as well.